You know, too many times, and I think in our lives, we're told to think about the problems in the rest of the world when we're feeling sad. Like a reminder, my mom used to do it, and I'm glad she did. You think you have it bad, but remember that there are starving children in Africa, which is totally true. We all have our own story. We all have our own battles, and that's so cliche, and it's so true. But it's also the thing that throws these guiding lines, like, this is a battle, and you must win it. And then someone else is like, that's not a battle at all. Like, when I was a preschool teacher, I used to ask the kids, is it said anthill or a mountain? And they would tell me. And it was a running joke amongst many preschool teachers I worked with that I had the Oprah show. Because most of them would, good people would go, all right, sit down, think about what you've done, or how does this make them feel? But then I would sit down and go, all right, guys, tell me, how do you feel about this? How does this make them feel? Let's talk. Let's put it in perspective. And for whatever reason, they'd get it. Over the years, I've wondered why kids like me. I'm so intense. I know this recently. My face is usually pretty grumpy, and it's not something I like to do. It's just my natural face. But I've been thinking a lot, and with these new developments in Keys of Mind, this company is 100% geared towards getting out positive messages. That there are ways to deal with things. Not just deal, cope, to find support, to find a voice. I've been moved. I saw a new story of a young kid in Gillette, Wyoming. I'm from Wyoming, but who killed himself. He was bullied for being gay. And I feel like I see these news stories at least once every 10 minutes. Something is happening, and I know we can't go out and just change the world and make it a better place right away. As I mentioned earlier, I know that we have our own stories in our own battles. Some of us battle life-threatening illnesses, cancer, and you name it. I mean, we are living in a day and age where it's almost the dark ages again, because we don't know exactly how many diseases and allergies and all these things are there, and what's made up, what's not. And, you wake up one day with a cold, you don't know if that's what it is. I get that. I also know that as many of you know, I have a disorder, whatever, that is really usually connected with laziness, depression, laziness, bipolar, craziness. I mean, I could just do a little rhyme there. But I felt lucky today because I got to get out and teach at this amazing school and then go and teach my students who are incredible. But I pushed myself to such a limit with trying to promote this business from a business angle that I forgot what it's really about. It's really imperative, I think, that we all stand up and not judge each other's quote-quote battles and things that we go through. Don't gauge them by what's going on in the rest of the world or what happened in your life. Remember that every single voice matters. And I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I grew up and I was bullied a lot. I'd go from being popular to bullied. And most of the time that I was bullied, it was usually due to some stupid incident where I lied or gosh knows what else I did. And I blamed myself so heavily. I didn't look at myself as being bullied. I didn't use that term until the last couple of years. I mean, I'm about to turn 33. That's a long time. But I think with this, I'm sharing this personal message because I will be doing a big series of workshops and seminars along the way in this journey. I know that. And, creativity and depression and dealing with life and all these good things. But the first step comes from, how do we see the world around us? Do we see it as a stepping stone? Do we see it as not a stepping stone, excuse me, like a stepladder where some problems are higher than others? Or can we have the strength, because that's really what it is, strength and courage, and I know using the word courage for many people out there, that's another one that causes arguments. But can we have that courage to be able to just put down our biases and say, some problems really are that bad. All problems are that bad. A 3-year-old being sad that their friend is picking on them, that devastates their world. That is their world. We laugh at them and go, oh, you're just a kid. But then they carry that with them. They carry that mocking mentality with them. Trust me, I know. And then they start to get older And when other people pick on them or they pick on other people, whatever it is, it's this balance that we are in control of as adults, as their mentors. Now, I ask you, as you're watching this, to recognize the fact that you're seeing a girl with her hair messy and her sweater all unkempt. And I deal with depression on a daily basis, but I get up somehow and I go work with these kids and these adults who are so amazing. It inspires me to write my own music, and I somehow find a way to deal, to be okay with who I am. But there are so many of us who are not okay with who they are. And even if they are pushed to such a brink that they kill themselves. That is a reality. There are news stories every single day, people, of children, of babies killing themselves. Kids under 12. Look at the statistics. Those who make it to 25, it's a miracle. It is, you didn't have to look from a religious point of view. I mean, it's astounding. So I ask you today, what are you going to do? Are you going to judge somebody's situation by what else is going on in the world or what you're going through? Are you going to look at them and say, you know what? I don't agree with that, or I don't like you because you're this, or you're that, or whatever it is, gay, straight, trans, Latino, black, it doesn't matter. I mean, are you going to have the nerve to do that? To judge? Or are you going to use that nerve and just go, you know what? We are all human beings in this world. People have been saying this for years. And we all laugh it off sometimes. Even I used to, like a hippie mentality. But here's the truth. And I challenge you with this. And, keep in mind we use art. We use art to express to others about how the world should be more collected, more collective, and more aware. But I challenge you to look at your problems and know how they affect you. Now look at someone else walking past you, or the kid who's getting bullied at school, or the news headlines, even the drug addicts. I don't care. It's just, what are you going to do? Are you going to judge? Or are you going to take my challenge, which is, there are no levels of pain. Can you accept that?